Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And here we go on Monday Night Prime Time. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. They're led out by someone who's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps up numbers. Jared Goff.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown in the pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result, so expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Goff off the play action. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And this one does not go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. It's complete. This is Olave. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
A gain of 15. And the Saints, 1st down.
Off the play fake. Here's Goff. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that side.
From the gun, Goff. Fits it through the middle. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
They have another 1st and 10 on this opening drive. This one from the opposing 40. Goff to the air now. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Now Goff taking off with it. And they'll start some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. They'll throw 3rd and long. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series, and don't put the ball in harm's way.
And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now running here with Jaden Blue. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Hits him on the out route. A gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
He's going to try to drop it in deep right. He's got it inside the 10. They rip up a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. 2nd drive coming up for the Saints offense. They left a few on the table there last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. We've set it downs for him from the 31. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Throwing is gone. Now setting up a screen for Jacobs. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Off to throw here, it's 3rd and 2. Brought in by his back, it's Jacobs. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Goff on 1st and 10. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Goff on 3rd. Absolutely fires this one right side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Deron Bland has it. And the Cowboys get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. All set to go now from the 35. Through here from the pistol. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Second down pass play coming. This is caught by Blue. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Throwing this one back of the end zone. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. It sails right through a beautifully placed football. Aubrey now to kick this one away.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, send that puppy through.
The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Off play action, Goff. That one's complete to the rookie out of Oregon State. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Running on first here with Jacobs. He's down to just a couple of yards on that carry, and that brings up second down. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. Shotgun snap here to go. Called in by Olave, left side. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's good for a Saints first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. It's a 10-0 ball game. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They have it second down, well inside of field goal range. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
They're turning to the option on third and short. Shut down after a gain of about a yard. That's going to bring up fourth down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Fourth down, Goff throwing. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Savon Rebel with the pick. And the Cowboys will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. A 3rd down run with Blue. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He gets the hands on. Rob Frank, first guy he had. No gain on that first down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Looking in the air here. Has room into the secondary. And he's tackled after a nice pickup, but we've got a flag down. This could wipe that play away. The game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Their work doubly is difficult now after that holding call. It's 2nd and 20. Back to throw now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long, and that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Looking slant route, complete. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Blue has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Blue again. And he will not be denied a 2nd time. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys parlay the interception into points. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys take a 3-possession lead.
17. Saints nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, got to play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a 3rd consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. He picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Cowboys and Jaden Blue ready to take over once again. And among his touchdowns out of the backfield this season, this one is notable. On that last drive, he hit a benchmark that he's been pushing for. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. On the give, it's Blue. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. And he can't reel it in. Incomplete. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Dumps it off to his running back. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And they'll touch this down just shy of midfield. The New Orleans offense set to go now. And coming off a 3-and-out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Goff off the play action. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And the Cowboys scoop it up. Won't manage anything after the recovery, so that is where they'll take over after the fumble.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. Cowboys with the lead here at AT&T. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a short gain. 2nd down now, they need 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing off the play fake. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. This is caught. Looks like he stayed in bounds too. Great work. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys make it a 24-point ball game.
Saints nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Saints come marching onto the field. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to throw. Gone. Set up a screen. It's Shaheed. And he's tackled for a short gain. Looking quickly here.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun. Gone. Finding Shaheed. Back-to-back plays. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
The Saints, first down.
Now gone. Dialing up a receiver screen. Into the red zone. And he's going to have this all the way down to the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers, or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch, just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. They're going to throw again. Gone. Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Fullback's got it. Look at the power. Right to the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces 3rd and goal.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
On 3rd and goal, Goff. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints get their first points of this game just before halftime. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Brown adds the PAT. And the Saints pull a little closer. It's a 17-point game now.
Saints 7.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
One last play before the break. One final shot before the half. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. It is week 13. Things starting to get a little nervy in some circles. The home stretch starting to creep closer. Let's go to the highlights. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin at venerable Soldier Field. The Bears at home to take on their NFC North rivals, the Packers. And here's the Packer wideout. He's one of the 4 verticals on this route, and it's a deep shot.
Reed now to kick this one away. Turpin with a return.
Turpin on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. They'll start the drive with blue. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's third down. Third and long for him here. Taking a deep shot here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up fourth and long. And some textbook work covering that part. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Here comes the Saints offense. And the turnovers have not helped as they find... this game out of reach at the moment here in the third. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's first and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And he's gonna have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Jacobs running behind center. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Shotgun snap here to go. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And this is going to be Cowboys football.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
Connects on the crosser. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. A gain of 15 there. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully. And the tight end, the beneficiary.
Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it's played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
7 yards on that pickup. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Drops this underneath. It's blue. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
On second down, a run with Williams. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a first and goal.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Goal to go. They're passing. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Cowboys make it a 24-point ball game.
Saints 7. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. They go play action with Goff. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And they'll have a small gain up to about the 32. That was a Fatu Melifonwu there to make the play.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Trying to sneak here, Goff. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He's got this at the 27. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Cowboys and Jaden Blue ready to take over once again. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. 1st down now, ball at the 33. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. He's going to throw it. Finds him on the crossing route. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And, hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Completed over the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
From the red zone on 1st. And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. Now they've got to regroup for 2nd down.
Incomplete. Cordell Flott on the coverage.
Pass play coming here. Caught just shy of the goal line. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys lengthen the lead at the end of the third. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys grow their lead yet again.
Cowboys 38, Saints 7. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. Showing a little burst so far. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. This has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. Goff on 1st and 10. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Kate, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on 1st down. There was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to 2nd.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. Gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. A type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Here he goes. 3rd and long. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stops.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. On 1st down, it's Blue. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
1st down from the 42. A handoff for Williams, running left. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They stay on the ground with Williams. And look at this, 9 yards on a nice 1st down run.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about willpower. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run. Great try at that 1st down.
Give on 2nd here to Blue. Jukes away from one. He cuts it to the right sideline. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, kid, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Big play sets him up pretty here with 1st and goal from the 5. From the red zone now. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Justin Reed has the INT.
Okay, more than any play in the game, I promise you. That's one they're going to say, I like to have that. The defense totally on fumes, on the ropes. And what a great opportunity to choose how to attack that last little bit of yardage. And man, did they choose poorly.
And he gets them a fraction more breathing room out to the 3-yard line.
The tackle by Kenneth Murray. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
second down now, 7 to go.
3-yard line.
Hand off here to Jacobs. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Saints first down.
13 yards.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, it's good.
Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. Breaks free in the center of the field. Into the red zone. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans.
To number 84.
The Saints making the scoreboard look a touch better. Brown able to tack on the point after. And the Saints get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points.
Saints, 14.
Reed now to kick this one away. Short kick, just reaching the landing zone. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Cowboys are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he's been one of the best at leading an offense this season. As you can see, he's at second in the NFL right now in touchdown passes. 1st and 10 from the 32. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. He picks up 28 on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Shotgun snap, he'll give to Blue. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
He isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Saints adding an extra DB. This is 3rd down. I'll throw it. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we got a first down here. Now, hang on a minute. I'm upset for this quarterback. They just declined that call, Brock.
Boy, if I was the quarterback who threw the incompletion and my coach declined it, I'd be right over there asking for an explanation, or maybe his resignation. Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Fields this one at the 3. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The New Orleans offense set to go now. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They send a man in motion. Out of the shotgun. Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. From the gun, Goff. This is complete to Olave. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Finding Olave, back-to-back plays. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes, you can't get to...
Oh, no! You lost control of another one! And this is going to be Cowboys football!
Pretty clear case of the QB not finding anything open downfield, just trying to improvise, make something out of nothing. Quarterbacks not known for keeping as good a grip on that ball as the runners, and he's got to punch free pretty easily for the turnover.
And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. That's a gain of 8, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A gain of 8 brings up 2nd and goal.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys very close to an 11th win this season. Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. Blue. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Cowboys keep running away with this. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys continue piling on to this lead.
48, Saints 14. Brandon Aubrey.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints come marching onto the field. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for him. On 1st down, it's Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And they drop him with a big hit, but it's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Dumped off to his running back. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got a man left. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Goff on 3rd. Trying to push deep downfield. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. Here comes the Saints punting unit. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And that gets out of bounds down inside the 20. It looks to be at about the 17-yard line. The Cowboys and Jaden Blue ready to take over once again. And his production is carried over into this 2nd half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Blue here from the pistol. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
They're going to pass it here. Finds his man over the middle. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. It's a gain of 22. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Turn a good play into a great play.
He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch.
And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys continue adding to an insurmountable lead. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys continue adding on to that lead.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returnable from the 1. This makes it up to the 25. Here comes the Saints offense. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to go. One's complete over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot.